So I'm in the back seat of the car. Sorry, my phone cut out on me. I'm in the back seat of the car, and we get out, and I ask my dad. I'm like, Dad, I think it's happening. I think it's happening right now. I said, Can I hold your arm? And I held his arm all the way into the hospital, and I got checked in, and they were expecting me since my eye doctor had called ahead, and they had me sit next to the emergency room doors when they were done with me. And I only sat there a few minutes with that very crowded, edge to edge almost, waiting room. I mean, we sat way away from the desk when we got there. It was very busy. So anyway, a few minutes later, they take me back, and they want to take these big needles and give me a spinal tap or whatever for checking for spinal meningitis. And I knew it's not what it was. And I told him, no, I want to be checked for a brain aneurysm. Check me for that, and then you can check me for anything you want to. Well, the lady went out, and another nurse came in and tried again to give me that shot, and I told her the same thing. Another one and another one. The last one came in with the shot in hand, ready to go, and I told her the same thing. You run this test for me, and you run any test you want after that. Just check for me. So they did finally. They checked me for an aneurysm. They didn't see anything. They said there's one more place that we can look. Do you mind if we go back in and check again? I'm like, no problem. Yeah, let's do it, because I knew it was an aneurysm. So they went back in, and I'm in a room, and my doctor comes in and he says, "Well, you have two very significantly sized aneurysms, and we're gonna have to do surgery immediately. Like it can't wait, except for a couple of hours. We need to get you into surgery." It's 11 o'clock at night, and they were wanting to do surgery by 5 a.m. I think we actually went in at 4 a.m. But anyway, they did the surgery, and the surgery went bad. And they went out and they told my family that there wasn't even a 1% chance of me making it. And my sister and my family fell apart. My mother fell apart. My sister, I mean, after that happened, she went crying and praying, and my mom and dad went praying, and next thing you know, the doctor comes in and he's checking on me. I mean, he told my parents, he told my family, if I made it, I would be a vegetable. No, he said I'd be in a coma the rest of my life, and if I ever came out of the coma, I would be a vegetable the rest of my life. Well, of course, I'm here. Praise God, miracles. So anyway, they had done two surgeries in a row because the first one was bad and I was bleeding inside my brain still. And after the second surgeries, when they checked on me again, that's when they told my family I wasn't going to make it. But the doctor came in, and I think they put something in my IV to kind of wake me up a little bit. And I woke up. I remember him saying my name a few times, and me opening my eyes, and it shocked him very much. He jumped back, and his eyes were all wide, and his jaw dropped down like, "I thought you were dead." No, he didn't say I thought you were dead. He said, what was it? He said, "We didn't think you were going to make it." And I said, "Well, I did." I said, "I've got a really good doctor and a really great God." And no, I said, "I've got a really great God and a really great doctor and a good looking one too," because he was just very handsome, married but very handsome. And that always makes things better when you got a handsome doctor. And anyway, um, when I came back from my first visit after that, I mean, it was a bad surgery. They shaved the top of my head. I had to wear a wig for a little while. Um, but when I went in for the first visit, that's where the real miracle is. They asked me. I mean, they asked a bunch of questions. They said, "We got a question, and we just don't understand. We've never seen this ever before, but somehow you have several clots. You had several clots in your head from where it had bled and stopped bleeding and bled and stopped bleeding like 4 or 5 times. We're just curious. Do you know what you did different? What you did to maybe stop it from bleeding? Because most people they lay down to take a nap because their head's hurting real bad, or they'll drop to the floor, they'll be gone. But after while they take their nap, they're gone. They drop to the floor, they're gone. They get to the hospital. By the time they run the tests, they're gone. So I mean, praise God, I'm still here. But they wanted to know what I did different, and I told them. I said, well, I took aspirin, which probably should have made me bleed more. But I said I slowed down my breathing real slow, and I prayed. I prayed. Um, and they were just astonished that that had happened to me. They had never seen that before. And to me, that's my miracle. I'm still here to talk. And it took me a long time to have a memory. I mean, a good memory is still not that great. I can't remember what I'm in the middle of doing half the time, but I'm still here. I'm still able to talk, and I'm still able to talk to you. And I really hope that I'll be able to motivate myself enough to get on here and tell you more of the miracles that he did for me. I really hope you'll come back and see me again. But for now, I'm going to let this go and say goodbye. And I pray for love and joy and happiness for all of you. And I pray that you can find your miracles like I found mine. Just remember, don't pray if you're going to pray without. I have this saying. The Bible talks about the mustard seed. If you have just enough faith as a mustard seed, that you can move mountains, and you can move mountains if you got enough faith. You just need a shovel. Anyway, for me, I believe if you pray and you have the tiniest little seed of doubt, that it can mess up your beautiful miracle. So if you're going to pray with doubt, don't pray at all. You pray with faith. And that's when your miracles happen. You see them happening. You wait for it though, because God's timing is last minute timing. And I learned that a lot with a lot of my miracles. He wants to see how good your faith is. You have that faith till the last minute, and you tell God, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know when you're going to do it, but I know you're going to do it. And guess what? It shows him you have faith in him. And when he knows you have enough faith in him, the miracles they just start happening. And I pray for all those miracles to happen to you, whether you're in pain or you're praying for somebody that's sick and dying. I got miracles I can tell you about that. Just tune in again and listen, and maybe I can direct you to finding your beautiful miracles and your connection with God. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, whatever you're in right now. God bless you all. Bye.